Hey, how's it going today? Just looking through some receipts. Anybody keep receipts? I mean, you got a car, you got a project, keep the receipts, see how much you've spent. No, there's no evidence. Wife thinks I spent, a couple $100 on this thing. No, not even close. Especially with the last purchase I just did. We are talking $1,400 for a camshaft, roller lifters, springs, new timing set, a couple other little knickknacks. And this hobby is expensive, and you well know, doing it on a budget is pretty hard. The atmosphere out there, the climate, I guess you could say, things have just gotten more expensive. I'm used to being able to buy stuff at a certain price, and no longer. But today, I don't want to talk about that crap. The engine's over there, and not doing anything with it until I get all the parts. I have a bearing set that'll be here probably next week. I got some other stuff that's going to be showing up sometime, maybe next week. And then I have to wait for the camshaft to get ground. I'm not looking forward to this. We're talking February, maybe. That's the best I can get. And Tom, the guy I got the stuff from, it's not his fault. The stuff is custom ground, maybe? I don't know. It's one of his that's on his list of cams that he always gets. He can grind whatever you want, but I chose this one. He says, "Oh, that's a popular camshaft." I'm like, I don't know. I can show you let me show you the thing. Cam card. Yeah. A lot of numbers. Lobe separation 110. Installed centerline 106. Lobe lift 327. 333. Lift with 1.5 ratio rocker arms, which is what I have. 491 and 500 on the exhaust. Got a preload. Duration at 50.050. 208 degrees on intake and 214 on exhaust. Tells me when it closes at, spring pressures. It's a cam card. And to be honest, most of those numbers don't mean a thing to me. But I do know this. When that exhaust and intake lobe lift is closer at 500, you get some of the chop, 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 chop. Yes, that is the sound. You want a sound, right? Everybody wants to hear. So, there you go. That's why we're getting this camshaft. I guess. I don't know. Not really. Not an engine guy. But I have an artistic eyeball. I want things to look nice so the eyes can see it and go, "That's nice. I like that." So I got this old ratty crappy car. It looks, it is what it is, right? It's got lumps and bumps all over it. I tried to pound them out and kind of liked it the way it was. Fake rust on this wheel, front wheel, totally rusty, totally like it. But the inside, I had this idea that I'm gonna make a rat rod like vehicle. Now, I'm not welding on doodads and things. I have a bunch of things around here I could start slapping on there and welding it on, and I like it. I'm at a car show and I see something and it's used in an odd way. I like it, but I ain't into it. I don't want that. What I want is on the inside of this vehicle, I want it to look really kind of cool. I want it to look kind of plush, kind of nice, like, a headliner maybe, not riding around in a tin can. Heat maybe someday. get myself an air conditioner. I mean, 1936 air conditioner was the windows rolled down, and you had it 365 days a year, and they drove them 365. I saw the pictures. Snow everywhere, and this car is just they just rolling around. So that's kind of the idea. And I want to kind of take you on this journey of what I was thinking. So body panels, inside interior for these things, you can get gauges. You can probably have somebody upholster it that makes it kind of like it was. But going back to stock, that really isn't happening. And I don't know how to relay to anybody how difficult it is to do this. So I got a friend, Bill, and Bill has given me some ideas, and I'm in love with the ideas. I think they're cool. So on the inside of this panel, I know you can see it. This is ABS plastic. Pretty easy to cut with. You can form it. You can heat it up and form it. Perfectly fine. Then I decided to kind of trick it out a little bit. See if you can see this. You can. Little copper washer and a nice copper screw. Copper colored. It's got to be metal. You can't find a copper screw and it just break off anyway. So, I've used it on the door panels. I've used it on kickboards, and I have the back half of the vehicle to do. And the floors right now, I formed them. Mostly original, but from here forward, I formed all that and welded some of the panels in, and some of the panels are removable because we want to be able to get the transmission. We want to be able to get to the top of the transmission. There's wiring underneath there. There's all kinds of stuff, and I want to be able to access it if I need to. I really didn't need to do it though, because I did that because I didn't have a lift. And getting underneath the vehicle on a vehicle this low, which is, we're talking only 7 or 8 inches right here. I can't get underneath the vehicle. It goes up on 4 jack stands every time I had to get underneath it, and then it was rolling around on cold concrete. Not fun. So what I decided to do after I got the lift up, I'm just going to carpet this. I remember once upon a time I was working on a 1969 Bug, and I wanted the trunk, the bonnet. I wanted the bonnet underneath there where the gas tank is and all that. I wanted that to look nice. So I went to the carpet store. I said, I need some auto carpet. Gentleman goes, come this way. So I go over there. I tell him how much I need. He cuts it off the roll. Good to go. Today, 3 carpet stores. 3. And I went to a Hobby Lobby. I went to Hobby Lobby during Christmas. So I went to Hobby Lobby, checked them out. No. Nobody's got auto carpet. There's a couple outdoor carpet. Guy wanted me to buy a 12-foot roll. It's like got 100 feet on it or something. No, not going to happen. So got to go on the computer and maybe order up some carpet. But I did buy some stuff that is necessary for me to continue on. Want to insulate the floor, want to insulate the firewall, and insulate up top, up where the headliner is going to be, headliner-ish is going to be, and I want to get all that glued in, make it nice, make some holes for seats, and try to go about doing this in some kind of sane manner. So I'll get that carpet on order, and then maybe next week, the week after, I can start forming it and cutting it, and then I'm going to ship it off to my buddy Bill, and Bill's going to put a nice trim around the edges, and because there's no place to really hold it down, there really isn't. This thing's hard enough to get on and get it screwed in. I'm not taking that thing off again. So that's what I'm kind of going to do today. I'm going to show you what I did, show you what I purchased. "48 inches tall, 25 feet long, and it is reflective, and it's plastic, kind of like bubble wrap. I've done this on another vehicle, and the results they're okay. And for this car, It's gonna be just perfect. I don't care. This roll, 48 inches by 25 feet, $50. Dynamat, look it up. Not spending the money there. Panel this big, $20. I haven't looked at it in a while. It might be more, but back when I was looking at, everybody's using it. Dude, this stuff was expensive, and trying to do it on a budget. But as we know, I just threw away the receipts, so the wife doesn't know how much I've just spent today. So that's what I did there. We're gonna use that roll. Some of it, most of it, I don't know. Four by 8 sheet of ABS plastic, same gauge as the panels that I'm using right here. Had some remnants, but I needed a bunch. I got to do this half. I got to do the back wall. Got to do the other wall. I don't know what else, but I wanted to have 4 by 8 sheet, and this stuff is universal. I can use it anywhere. You got a side by side, use it as a roof. That's what I first learned about this stuff, and I kind of formed it around the roll bar and stuff. It's cool stuff. It's universal use. Decide to use it and figure out how to. It's really that easy. Last item I bought. So this is copper. It's copper colored aluminum, the 3 by 3 sheet. I've got some ideas. I'm not going to reveal them. I'll probably show them to you when I get the results. But right now, rough ideas. It was $50. 3 by 3. That was $50. And if my wife's listening, sorry, honey, but I got an idea for it, and I think it's going to work, and I think the result's going to be good. Not much of a metal worker. I know how to do some math, and I know how to do some trimming, and I made these floor pans. I rolled some beads. Let's take a look at some.
So I tell you, I'm not a sheet metal guy, I'm not an engine guy, but this bead roll is pretty good. We did all right. We did all right with this stuff. It's not bad. We're talking about a rad rod here, right? It's not horrible. And this is my design with some help from the wife. It's not bad. Fitment is good. You can see it's not bad. And I'm really not done. I have more plans here. So, what do you guys think? It's not bad. Kind of happy with it.
So you kind of get an idea. I kind of know what I'm doing. Rough guessing and making mistakes on the way, but continuing forward, and in the end I get a pretty good product. Kind of happy about that. But I gotta kind of show you inside what I've done. And let's take a seat out. I wonder what Derek Barry's doing today. Is he probably doing something like this? Let's go inside.
So you can see we had a little fitment issue here, but I got an idea there. And this is pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with it. I got this side over here to finish as well. And you can see my battery box there. A little yeah, I like that guy. But this is pretty styling. I kind of like it. What do you guys think? We'll trim this off right here with screws. We'll screw it in. It'll be nice and tight right there. But that corner, I got an idea there. I think I'm going to show you that later. There we go. Now, so I don't have it totally fitted. It's not totally done. But wife wants to go out to dinner with friends. And I'm cool with that. Absolutely cool with that. started drinking cold snacks just a little bit ago. And so I really want to show you this. Here we go. And we're gonna fasten this stuff to the frame and chassis, or sheet metal anyway. But this is so much better than it was. I used the original wood on that back, and I put adhesive spray and both sides and fixed it together, and then I put those copper screws in there. I think it looks really freaking good. And what are we gonna do with this up here? How are we gonna make this transition? Are we gonna make a transition? I don't really know. But this is the idea, and we'll work through it. What we're gonna do with this wood frame. We got some sheet metal that goes up here, some real stuff from the back in the day. There's a little panel that goes up there. We're gonna use that. Just love that wood frame. We're gonna make it stand out, make it look good. We're gonna make a couple things in here look really good. And we're gonna add some insulation and sound deadening to this floor. And we're gonna add some carpet. I don't know what material I'm gonna use to cover that. And I don't know if I'm gonna continue that material up on the ceiling for the headliner. I don't know. I don't really know if I'm gonna just keep on doing what I'm doing, because what I'm doing right now seems to be working very nice. And I got some ideas that I think I'm gonna work through before I show them to you, and find out what you guys seem to think. Kind of it for the day. This one we're gonna put under wraps. I'll get a part 2 on this and show you guys what's actually going on. Really appreciate doing this. I like that you guys are watching these videos. I think it's really cool. Thanks a lot.